been a busy day in the weather department, and it's letting up a little bit, but more to come.
Yes, it's not as persistent as it was this morning, but the two big questions are, why did we get hammered with that rain this morning?
Continued to come and come and come.
Yeah, and is it going to happen again? And we're going to answer both of those. So let's start out with this morning. This little band that we saw set up, we call this a deformation zone. We see this a lot in the winter on the north side of Lowe's where we get the heavy snowfall. Well, it wasn't snow, but that rain was enough to cause some significant problems. So that was going on. Then when you look at the moisture flow out of the Atlantic, it's obviously coming towards us, but it is converging here. And as that moisture pools near the surface, the upper level winds just start lifting that over and over again. And that's what caused the training effect of those showers right over top of the city of Detroit. We've still got that moisture flow coming off of the Atlantic, and you'll see as we put this into motion going into the weekend. So we're still going to have that going on, but the convergence moves a little bit further north on Friday. So we think that there's a possibility that another one of those bands could be setting up, especially in the evening hours on Friday. We'll have to pay close attention to that as we get closer to the weekend. Eventually, that moisture flow from the Atlantic will get shut off and this low will weaken, but not soon enough. We've got more rain on top of us right now. This band is starting to exit, so it's not as persistent as what we were seeing this morning. Get a little bit of a break, but not surprisingly, there's more stuff coming out of Ohio. There is a river flood warning out for the Clinton River for Clinton Township and Sterling Heights. River's only about a half foot above flood stage. It is going to fall this evening, but it's going to rise again overnight. So keep that in mind if you live near the Clinton River. Tarp still on the field. They're still waiting out there at Comerica. 61 the current temperature. Winds right now to the northeast to 12 miles an hour. Here is that low that's still influencing our forecast. And you can see as we go forward, we're going to watch again tomorrow morning during the commute. Probably not one of those deformation zones, but definitely going to get some moderate rain in here to start the day. Then once we get into Friday, that's that possible band that we're watching Friday evening. So if you've got high school football games, keep in mind that we could get soaked, especially north of Detroit. Then once we get into Saturday, that low gets closer to us. More instability showers, but still wet, especially in the second half of the day, and still showers around as we get into Sunday before everything finally shuts off. So let's break down our totals from here to the end of the system in our 4-zone forecast. We'll start in our metro zone. We think that we're probably going to get 1 to 2 additional inches on top of what we already have, which is 5+ in the city of Detroit. So that is not going to be good news. Our south zone could be seeing anywhere between 2 and 3 additional inches between now and Sunday afternoon. West zone, probably the lower totals. Most places just about an inch and a half more than what you've got right now. And then if that band does set up right here across our north zone, 2 to 3 additional inches, not out of the question between now and Sunday. Temperature's not going anywhere. 60 tonight, 64 tomorrow. In fact, the only difference between tonight and tomorrow is going to be a little bit lighter skies, but temperatures will rise next week. We'll get back to the 70s with some sunshine. We got a whole lot of rain yet to go the next 3 days.